friends and enemies and those who have yet to become either. Today, I'm just gonna have to take a long drive, so I'm gonna take this opportunity to talk for a little bit. So, we're taking a drive. I'm going home actually, but you know. What do we talk about in this video? Hold on, let me turn real quick. Probably not good taste. Let's talk about an anime then, I guess. If we're gonna be here or whatever. Let's see. Oh, and we're going. Let's just go with One Piece. One Piece is the only thing I've seen for the past 2 years, I think. Because of the whole competition with my brother or whatever. Actually, I need to talk about that. So, me and my siblings decided to make a ranking system. If you have barely watched any anime, you're barely getting into it, you're a baby weeb, right? And if you've watched a good amount of anime, you have a couple merch, a couple manga, stuff like that, you're really getting into it, maybe even having figurines and stuff like that, then you're a just weeb, just normal weeb. If you've been watching anime for years and have a bunch of manga, bunch of figurines, merch, a whole bunch of stuff, and you've even watched at least one or two of long animes, so not animes that are 12 or 24 episodes, talking animes like Naruto, Fairy Tail, Bleach, the ones that are sort of longer, that would rank you as veteran weeb. If you have watched a lot of anime and have wasted so much money on so much anime stuff and have watched multiple long animes, specifically One Piece. One Piece is one of the long ones because it's one of the longer ones. If you have watched a bunch of animes, a bunch of long animes too, or according to my brother too, if you even know a lot of anime openings, that ranks you at King Weeb, that's where my brother is right now. And then if just your whole life is just anime, you've watched every anime that anybody, if anybody ever asks you, have you watched this anime? Of course you have. You've watched it all basically. Whatever is higher above King Weeb, that would rank you at Lord Weeb or God Weeb or whatever we called it. I don't remember. Nobody's at that rank right now. My oldest sister, I think she would be at Baby Weeb because she doesn't spend a lot of time watching anime and stuff like that. My other sister, she would be at Weeb because she's watched a good amount of animes and stuff like that. She has a couple mangas and stuff like that, a couple shirts, nothing like that, nothing much, but I'd say she'd be about at Weeb, normal Weeb. Currently, I am at Veteran Weeb because I have watched over 50 animes, I believe. Currently watching One Piece. Last I checked, I was on episode 850, I think. I haven't watched any recently though. I haven't watched any anime recently. I have a bunch of mangas, bunch of merch, figurines as well too. I just have a bunch of stuff. So my ranking is at Veteran Weeb, and like I said before, my brother. Whoa! What happened here? I think there was an accident or something. There's a lot of smoke everywhere. My brother, like I said earlier, is King Weeb because he has watched a lot of anime, knows so many openings, so much merch. I'm pretty sure he's even getting himself a cosplay too. And it's just crazy how much anime he's watched, how he has so much free time and stuff. That's the ranking system that we created. I think we created it or we saw it somewhere. I don't remember. It was a long time ago that we started doing this. And basically, me and my brother had a competition because when my brother first started watching One Piece, I was on episode 150. I think I was either on episode 50 or 150. either way, he was on episode 1 and I was way ahead of him. And so I decided to make a competition with him because I'm a bit of a competitive person. And I told him that if I finished One Piece before he did, I was supposed to get moved up to King Weeb. And he agreed with me. So we decided to start making this competition. That started around the beginning of 2023. I think is when we decided to do that. It is now coming towards the end of 2024. And he is almost done with it. And I'm on episode like 850. So he's like close to 200 episodes ahead of me. And I'm just like, how have you watched so much too? Because I barely have enough time to do stuff with either being at work or being at school or stuff like that. And he just says he just binge watches it a lot. And apparently he's also watched a couple other episodes of other animes in between that as well. Because I have not watched any other anime except for One Piece since the competition started because I really wanted to win. So I was like, I'm not even going to watch any short animes or stuff like that because I want to win. I want to win this competition.
I'm competitive.
So I haven't watched anything, but according to him, he's watched some stuff too. And he's still ahead of me. And I'm just like, how is he doing that? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And it's just so confusing because how did you do that, my guy? Like, answer me. So it's just so confusing. But I guess it makes sense for him to be at King Weeb because how fast he goes through like animes and stuff. He's also watched other animes, like he's watched all of Naruto Shippuden, however people want to pronounce it. He's also watched Bleach too. He's always telling me to watch Bleach. And I've told him I'll watch Bleach when you watch Fairy Tail because Fairy Tail is one of my top 3 animes. And I know that Fairy Tail can be a bit edgy for some people, too much fan service. But if you just don't pay attention to that, like I've said, the anime itself is very interesting. I like the storyline of it. So it's just, I recommend people to watch it. If you don't want to watch it, that's fine, but please just don't go around saying, oh, like, this show, like, sucks or whatever, because a bunch of people enjoy Fairy Tail and just want to enjoy it in peace, and then they can't because then there's so many people throwing hate around and stuff like that. Because you're not hearing me go around like, oh, like, Sword Art Online sucks, and, like, I barely watched the first episode. It didn't really catch my interest, that's why I stopped watching it. But I'm not just going around like, oh, Sword Art Online sucks, like, don't watch it, like, it sucks or whatever. Another anime that I did not keep watching after the first episode was Bunny Girl Senpai, or what's it called? I don't remember. Bunny Girl Senpai. I watched the first episode and I didn't keep watching after that. I don't know, it just didn't really, like, catch my attention, which is weird because with One Piece, the first episode, it's like, people would be like, oh, like, the first couple of episodes are, like, not even that interesting, that's why I just dropped it and stuff like that. And then they make jokes about, oh, it's gonna get good at, like, episode, like, 200 or whatever. But I liked it from the beginning. I think maybe for me, my interest goes more into, like, shonen animes than, like, romance animes, even though, like I said, I don't really like Sword Art Online. You can, oh my gosh, you can hear, like, my voice, like, vibrating because I'm currently driving right now and the road's a little bumpy, and I hate that so much. There's also sometimes when me and my siblings, back to, like, the knowing anime openings and stuff like that, sometimes when me and my siblings, like, hang out, we'll guess the anime opening, and then we'll put, like, videos on YouTube and stuff like that, and then the video will play, like, the first, like, 3 to 5 seconds of an anime opening, and the first one to shout out what anime it's from gets a point, obviously. And every single time we play, my brother is always the one who gets the most, and then I'm always in second place, and then my sisters are always somewhere in third and fourth place. It depends on how much they know or, like, what video we're watching or whatever, right? And I try so much to learn the anime openings. Like, I've even one time tried to, like, watch videos of, like, guess the anime openings so that I myself can, like, learn some of them, but I just can't keep up with it. Like, He just keeps knowing it. He knows anything that has to come from anime. He knows and stuff like that. Talking about anime is fun. I wish I was on a podcast or something. Doesn't anybody want to be on a podcast with me? Talk about anime and stuff. So if you are barely starting to get into anime and stuff like that, maybe one caught your eye and you want to start like watching like new animes and stuff like that. People seem to forget that anime is not just one category. It is kind of one category, but it's not one category as a whole. Every single anime comes from a genre. So action, romance, horror, comedy, everything. Animes have their own genre, just as many TV shows and many movies have as well. So you can't say all anime is the same when it's really not. Because I don't want people to be comparing Ouran High School Host Club to Attack on Titan, because that is not the same thing at all. So not even close. For me, this is my life when it comes to like anime, I guess. So when I was about 10 years old, I watched anime, but I didn't know that it was anime. I thought that it was just cartoon because I would watch it in English. What did I watch? It was I was 10 years old, so don't like judge me or anything. But it was Glitter Force and Glitter Force Doki Doki. Those were the first two. Pokemon too, but Pokemon is everywhere. Those were the first two that I watched that I didn't even realize were anime. But then my sister was like, "Hey, watch Attack on Titan. It's anime. It's from Japan." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And I watched it. Attack on Titan was the first anime that I realized was anime, right? And then I really enjoyed it, although unfortunately, on the spoiler, by the way, on the scene when Eren's mom died, my mom decided to walk into the room, and since then she's hated anime. She completely hates anime. She's like one of the few people in my family who does, not just immediate family, but like cousins and family and everything. I'm pretty sure almost all my cousins watch anime. Some a lot, some a little. Some have probably only watched like Naruto or Dragon Ball Z, which is fine. Those are two good animes and stuff like that. My mom, she hated anime. She's always hated anime because she walks in on me watching Attack on Titan, and then one of her coworkers from like years ago like recommended Death Note to her, and so those are the only two animes that she's ever known. And so that's how she thinks that anime is, like, all of it. Which is why I say from, like, personal experience, like, hey, don't judge anime based on it just being anime. Because there's a bunch of genres, there's a bunch of shows, movies that you can enjoy. They're great, except some of them are a little weird. After that, it was stuff like Tokyo Ghoul, another. And then I was like, isn't there any other anime that is not just blood? Because I watched purely anime blood when I was like 11, but I was like 11 at this time, 11, 12. And then I started finding other ones on my own because Attack on Titan, Tokyo Ghoul, and another were recommended by my sisters. They started watching it before I did. So they were like, hey, watch this. And I was like, okay, I'll watch it. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, nothing wrong with that. People die in it. When I was younger, I didn't know what cosplay was. But I thought that doing a dress up of an anime character was like so cool. So I did sort of like a discreet one. Hold on, I'm about to shift the camera real quick. Will it fall from there? No. Is the microphone still connected? Okay, well, I don't think it's gonna fall from there. So let's just hope so. When I was, about 13 years old, I feel like it's gonna. I freaking know it. Microphone's connected again. We can keep chatting. So, oh my gosh. But anyways, when I was about like 13 or so, and I had just finished Attack on Titan, I wanted to do sort of like a discreet, like, cosplay, because I didn't know what cosplay was at the time. So I thought it was like, oh, like a dress up or whatever, dress up as a fictional character. I thought I was so smart, being the first one to come up with it. I'm a little slow, you guys. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm a little slow. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but so I asked my mom if she would buy me a jacket online. I didn't tell her what it was for. I just thought that the jacket looked cool and that the symbol on the back of it looked cool too. So she bought it for me. If I'm correct, it was probably only like $13 at the time. But hey, I got the Naruto jacket on too to be flexing during this video. Because obviously it's an anime jacket. Plus, I thought I looked cute today. So I wanted to film a video. I know my phone is about to fall right here. Hold on. I just know that my phone is gonna fall. You can't see me. Chat, please. I'm gonna cry. Going back to the topic. I watched a bunch of animes that range from like 12 episode animes to like, I don't know, 200 episodes. I watched many types of animes ranging from different things and stuff like that. This is a long car drive. I'm already tired of talking, but I want to keep talking. I'm a yapper sometimes. Sometimes I don't talk. Other times I just don't know when to shut up. So if you want to watch more like gore and stuff, like just bloody type animes, Attack on Titan's a good one. Tokyo Ghoul, another. There's also, what other bloody animes have I watched? I haven't watched any in a minute. If you want to watch comedy, The Disastrous Life of Psyche K is such a good one. No matter how many times I watch it, I will always laugh. It always cheers me up whenever I'm like sad and everything. And I feel like Fairy Tail at the beginning, it was more comedy, and then it moved more to like action and stuff like that. But like the earlier episodes were more funny, while the later episodes are more serious. This car behind me is about to hit me. Ah! Don't fall, phone, please don't fall. Okay, good. I knew it. So, microphone disconnected. So I'll just cut the video from here. And I will see you guys in the next video, which I don't know what it's gonna be. But love you guys. Hope you watch anime. I have tried to recommend to you guys. And have a good day. Go to work, go to school, do what you gotta do. Do it.